better staffs than that than in my stash. Because every purple item I stash, I don't ever get rid of it so far. Shit me. Okay, cool. So adding more flat damage will increase the base number before it gets increased. Okay. Looking at passive, you already got quite... Yeah, I've got quite a bit of increased damage. We're going to have some more crit, spell damage and cast speed here. Right, this one. Hit damage against chilled and double chill chance. And then on this one, going to get the final point into mana gained on crit. This is for max, and again, it's not really needed at the moment, just for info. It's good info, though, because it helps me understand the game more. And helps me understand the interactions of the game more. Like I said, I don't think it helps in this area. Is that a lot of stuff that I'm coming up against seems to have very good resistance to call. So, like, this is an area that's as bad for me as it gets. Because my build's completely based around call. Just stacking increased won't do that much. At some point, it's all piled into one big multiplier. Okay, interesting. Okay, let's deal with this one. Oh, here we go. What are you doing? Ooh. This guy's all over the bloody place. So let's say if the base spell damage is just 20 and you have like 300% increased damage, it's just like 3 times multiplier. But if you manage to hit a flat damage stat, you increase the flat 20 to 40. Then you only need like 150% increase for the same damage output. Okay. Flat damage, more damage, increased damage. So the plus added damage is just an increase of the base of the spell. Then it will get multiplied by all the increased damage stuff. After the more damage multiplier will be used, and finally the crit multiplier. Interesting. Oh, we got some more Flame Ward to do. Right, Flame, we're going to go to elemental damage taken, minus 10% per point. That's definitely going to help. And stat buff duration. No, nerd away. Nerd away. Because, like I say, it helps to understand. Because it's not always that clear when you're playing the game. Like, if you had sat there with a formula on a piece of paper, then yeah, it would make more sense. But when you're just reading it like for 5 seconds in a game on an item and stuff, it definitely helps. So no, nerd away. Absolutely. You know, and anybody else that's listening in is going to benefit as well, right? So, oh no, it doesn't fit in the inventory. Okay. We still got a way to go. Cool. There we go.
Your life, but hand you live long. I watch. No, damn it! You I what?
We will go, but I need to go and empty my bags first. The Tomb of Morditas. Right. Let's go here. Right, let's get rid of the idols. Got a lot of idols. Static orb tendrils. Ignite on fire. Fire melee. Ward retention. That's the fire damage doubled. Right. Let's put these in here. And the Harbinger of Stars. Do I have any other stuff? I don't think I've got any staffs. Look at that. That's the only one I've got. I've got so many weapons and swords and all sorts. But I don't... That's the first staff I've got. Interesting. Huh. Right. Level 48 mage. Fire pen. That's Ra runes. We've got experimental boots. I can go in here. And nothing else I want.
Yes.
Okay, let's go back. Oh, and in there is also the damage shred and damage pen. Yeah, I know about the shred and the penetration, and that's why, like, just reaching 75% isn't the only thing you need to think about. When you got like 300% increased damage, you want to focus on different damage source before increasing 300 more. So for a class with a lot of increased damage nodes in their passives, you want more flat damage pen or crit. I know I've definitely been focusing on trying to get crit where I can with this. So I took quite a lot of the crit nodes as well. One of the biggest issues is the only way for me to get mana back is to get in melee range, which kind of sucks. Okay. Level 48. Got a Rune of Ascendance. Won't turn that down. Then also just looking at the skills used, it will tell you a lot of how it scales. For example, the third Glacier attack scales 350% with added flat damage. Just the third hit, is it? But you can see that one of the issues here is like how much stuff is like resisting cold damage. It's pretty much everything I'm fighting has a big like cold damage resist. And we're still not having any real problems, to be honest. So I think we're alright damage-wise. First is 100, second 100, third 350. So Cold Pen would be amazing at the moment, but it's a rare mod. Yeah, I've not seen Cold Pen actually. I've seen like increased cold damage, but not Cold Pen. Okay, we're at the Tomb of Morditas, though.
All that's left is locating the lance.
What are we doing? Okay, so we're going to take this node for more spell damage and more cast speed. And then after that, we're going to put 2 points into Dragon Breath. Increased area for area skills, which seems quite nice, and increased elemental damage. Okay. Ah, the Frostroot Warden. Okay, I remember you. What the... Why does the teleport not fucking work? So annoying. Like, I'm almost not going to bother relying on teleport to get me out. I'll just use fucking dodge.
All that's left.
Every time, like, I'm dying is because I press teleport, it doesn't fucking work. Oh, and there my freeze ability didn't work. That's good. See there? So annoying. What you just said is what loads of people are saying. What about the teleport thing?
Tell me more.
The lance was found, and a bond was formed.
Do you think we'll see Herod before
Their fates intertwined
let's go together?
with mine. But
Interesting.
for now, they focused on their gods.
Just use as a modifier. What's my cast speed? Where is cast speed? 15%.
Yes.
So yeah, not high. Spell crit regen. Right. That's why shift is pretty OP on rogues. We do have, though I have to say, 666 health.
I see.
Maybe I should play a warlock. I think it's telling me to play a warlock.
I know, of course. All that, yes, if to be of course. Yes, if to be of course.
Huh? What?
I know, of course. All that is left is to take the
Oh, there we
lance
go.
and bless it.
Pretty funny, huh? 666 HP, baby.
Demons to some, angels to others.
Shift on the Lagon fight. See, with the marksman rogue, the platform wasn't a problem. The issue I had was when he teleports you down with all the ads and the waves. And I guess kind of like the other thing is the Ascendant bit is supposed to be the bit that gives me the massive cast speed as well. I'm supposed to get my cast speed buff from that. Were you shifting on cooldown? Probably not, to be honest. I can't remember. It's all on the VOD, but the first issue I had, having never fought the boss before, a lot of the boss abilities weren't very clear on the screen to me. So a lot of time I was dying to stuff I didn't know, and then I think I was probably trying to use Smoke Bomb more because I found Smoke Bomb to be really useful. I really like Smoke Bomb. The only problem I find with Smoke Bomb is every time I bloody use it, a boss or whatever just AoEs the Smoke Bomb. And it was like, thanks.
I see you have returned with the lance. Now it shall bear my final blessing. Even the gods cannot observe what fate intends for us. Do not let it bind you.
We have heroes.
Farewell.
We'll travel west towards the sea. Lagon is there, the god of sea and storms.
Alright, we're off to find Lagon. What you always do is shift to the next tentacle, since you can't be damaged when shifting. Plus, you play pretty much the most difficult spec on Rogue. For me, like I said, Ranger is like my default go-to. So it's like, this looks like a Ranger. Give it to me. Right, so we need to go here. Marksman is glass cannon. Yeah, I found that. It was much more of a glass cannon than I was expecting. Because I was expecting, obviously, more of a PoE2 style Ranger, which I don't find a glass cannon due to evasion. Not there. So yeah, that was a little bit of a surprise. I mean, you will get killed pretty. I mean, the Ranger's pretty squishy in PoE2, but there are lots of things you can do. Like it's certainly less squishy than I found the Rogue Marksman on this, without a doubt. And again, it's why I like the Void Knight. I was just like doing the Void / leap thing towards each tentacle, and that was just amazing. The other thing that is this build on the Sorcerer is definitely like a slow play, because everything's on like either a long cooldown, so like my freeze, my ward are both on quite a long cooldown, relatively speaking. And the Glacier is so limited because the amount of mana it has. So you do a couple of Glaciers and you've got to spend your time getting your mana back. Then a couple of Glaciers, spend time getting your mana back. So it's feels like quite a slow build. Almost like almost quite uninteractive in that way. So that's why maybe I'm just not feeling it as like the most fun build. I don't know. Deep Harbor, here we go. What time is it? 7 o'clock.
We have. It is too. You did then. They're holed up in the pier. If you think you stand a chance.
Might as well empty my bags while I'm here.
Hello.
Hello. All right. Necrotic and lightning. No. But we're 48, so is this where we can... 54 for the spell damage there. That's bricked. 49 for that. I can upgrade that one. I could add something to the neck. What do we add? Do we add just flat spell damage? Or do we add crit? Or do we add mana? Thinking maybe just add spell damage. That's percent spell damage. Is it? Oh yeah. I don't think so. Got crit percent crit multiplier, percent mana. No. That's percent adds X percent increased cold damage. It's all percent. So yeah, let's just go with that. And then 51, 52 to forge. Okay. So it's all percent. Everything's percent.